Hey, are you a Raider fan? Are you? Question mark. We are, and we love the Raider Nation. We love the Raider Nation so much that we love to throw parties and events and reunions for the Raider Nation, and it's called the Raiders Fan Convention. That's right. We have parties and we have gatherings for you and all our Raider Nation family. Have you attended yet? Do you know where they're at? Well, there's one great way to find out. Download the Raiders Fan Convention app. It will have the listing of events. It will have Raider music on it. It is a great app to keep you in the loop, keep you hanging out. So what happens at a Raiders Fan Convention? Well, we bring in Raider legends, sign autographs. We have vendors with all your favorite merchandise. That's stuff you've got to have. We've got live entertainment, performers singing Raider music, DJ. We got special events for the kids, raffles, contests. There's food and alcohol available. Sound fun? It is. It's so fun. As a matter of fact, if you want to know, download the app or go to the website, www.raidersfanconvention.com. You can find us on Facebook, same thing, Raiders Fan Convention. Find the event page, find the business page. Get in the loop, get in the mix, come see us all. All your super fans, friends are there. Take photos, have a great time, reunion with your favorite family, the Raider Nation. One team, one nation, one group of fans, one family. So download, check the website, find the events, come attend, have a great time, spread the word to your friends and family, and go Raiders.
All right, hello Raider Nation. Welcome back to Monday Nights Live. I'm Raider Homer, and kicking off tonight's show is the big bad wolf, Don Dada. You know him. He's been dancing his ass off trying to keep the Raider Nation entertained. And also his competition in the dance-off is coming on Jason Ironman Ariano of 928 Border Raider Nation in Yuma, Arizona. He's coming on today. And then, you know, we got 4 quarters that equals 4 callers. So after Jason is the phone blitz, and then we're going to do a new little segment. Stonerhead from Raiderhead said I could use some of his music, you know, creatively. So I'm going to do the Raiderhead halftime show from now on after the phone blitz. All right, now our third guest kicking off the second half of the show is Alonzo Skip Thomas, founder of SBA. You've seen him all over the place. He's making moves. They're growing. Hey, and he just joined the dance off with Big Bad Wolf and Ironman. So we're going to talk to him. And then I'm looking forward to hearing from NorCal Raider Rick. You know, I've been trying to get in touch with him all day, so hopefully he's going to come on. Now, providing backup for tonight's show is Amy Zagalo of the Take Aim with Zags podcast. All right, so make sure you listen and subscribe to Take Aim with Zags on her YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to listen to the Only Nation podcast with me and Kevlar Prom Dress. You can find the Only Nation podcast on all your favorite podcast / music apps. Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Pods. She's distributing it out as anywhere she can. So give it a listen, man. We'd appreciate that. The Only Nation podcast. And you can find our YouTube channel also. All right. So, hey, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Raider Homer channel on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, you know, especially right here on YouTube if you haven't already, so you don't miss these live interviews. You can hear them live. You can, you know, get in the chat, you know. Blitzers, get your calls in by 8 o'clock CST, and I'll play your voicemail live during the Raider Homer's phone blitz, all right? And like I said a second ago, you can give your shout-outs in the live chat, and I'll read those in between the callers. All right, now let me know if you want to order the Raider Homer Shield patch for $10, or you can get the patch and 3 magnets for $20. And those come with stickers and cards. So just message me at any one of my social media accounts, and I'll get your order squared away. All right, in this week's mailbag, I got more patches. Right, one from Big Bad Wolf. Another from Ironman, and then one from Sir Hitman Rodney Scott. All right, be sure to hit them up and get one of your own, man. I love collecting these patches, man. It's a fun thing to do. Got to get them all. Got to catch them all, you know. All right. So, with that being said, let's get to the big bad wolf. All right, Raider Nation, here he is, the big bad wolf himself. How you doing, Mr. Wolf? Oh, man, I told you don't do it. I will do it with you, man. We'll be
doing awesome, brother. Hey,
yeah.
First and foremost, hey, it's an honor and a thrill to be on the Baby D show.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Oh, yeah, the Baby D. Oh, man.
Yes, I did watch last week.
I was like, wait a minute, what? Oh, yeah, man. She knows how to
she needs to have her own. She needs to have her own TV day sitcom or whatever, man. Talk show.
Oh yeah, dude, she's great, man. Yeah, she was messaging me or posting, commenting. I think on Instagram. Can we call again? I was like, hey, call the phone blitz for sure. I'd love to hear from them. You know, Nana, Baby D, you know, and Wetter Raider Nation. She's cool too. You know, even I think they
right.
you know they chill with Amanda too. So all those girls, man.
All love, babies. All love.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta show love to the Raiderettes out there.
Got to.
Hey, you know, you've been showing love to the Raider Nation in these crazy times, man. Everybody's stuck in the house, going crazy with this quarantine, man. But you've been getting a lot of exercise. How's your Raider Wolf jazzercise video coming along?
Well, we got a few still in the work. Me and Jason the Ironman. You know, we're doing some collabs, so you know, there's definitely going to be a couple more coming very, very soon.
Yeah,
out
man.
to you guys. And you know, it all started. It was just like, you know, we're all home, you know, we're all quarantined, bummed, watching all this negative news on the TV and the whole nine. It's just like, yo, and I was guilty of it. I'm on the couch. I'm like, let me get my wolf ass up and do something. So I was like, you know, what can I do? Let me get my little boogie on, you know. And then I was like, hey, you know what? Let me just, you know, put it on video and see how that goes. And just from there, man, it just exploded, man. I love how it's going. You know, it's spreading like wildfire. I even got my man Raider Homer doing his badass guitar riff. You know, I can't ask for much more than that. You know, it was like, okay, if I can get Raider Homer and Obama to do it, that's all I need.
Hey, man, I'll take it. I'll take it. To be mentioned in the same sentence, hey, wow.
And that's a dope ass guitar, man.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know that's Epiphone. It's not exactly a Les Paul, but it's Epiphone is like the lower version, I guess, the cheaper version. But it is still custom humbuckers and everything matches Zach Wild's custom design. You know, and it sounds great, man. The EMGs they make a difference. They can make, you know, a crappy little amp sound great. Really good. You know.
Awesome, brother.
Yeah, dude, but there was no way I could dance, man. That would just be terrible, man. You know, it would have been bad. Nobody would have watched it, dude. It would have just been terrible. But hey, I knew if I played the guitar, you know, people might like it.
You know what? I'm still challenging you and calling you out for a dance video.
You don't want to see it, bro.
I do.
I mean, you're just gonna laugh so hard you're gonna run out of oxygen.
Hey, all it is, hey, move your hands, move your arms, like your gestures. we were talking earlier. All you got to do, just feel it. Just feel the best videos are the ones that people don't think they can do the video.
Man.
So I challenged Raider Homer on his Raider Homer show that
I can do the double G
video by tomorrow.
I could do the double G. That's about it, bro.
All right.
I wish I had the tattoos though. Boom, boom. That would be badass.
Okay.
Hey, but
we'll make it work. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a collab, me, you, and Ironman. How about that?
Man, you guys are killing me. You're just gonna make me do this, aren't you? Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Just say no,
yeah,
guys.
You don't have a choice. You just can't say no. That's right. It's not Nike.
Hey, man. So, you're on the East Coast, Connecticut, right?
Yep, Connecticut, CT.
Now, is that where you're born?
6-0.
Is that where you were born?
I was born, yep. Born and raised. I lived in California for 7 years. I lived in Southern Cal. I lived in Hawthorne. I lived in Gardena. And I lived in Cypress.
That's cool, man.
So it's kind of funny that you asked that. Like, when I first moved out, like 75% of the reason I moved to California is so I can be close to the Raiders, watch Raider games. They were in L.A. at the time. So the year that I moved up, the year they moved back to Oakland, I'm like, man, I can't win. So I'm thinking, okay, well, hey, California can't be that big. Then I found out from L.A. to Oakland is like 7-8 hours. I was like, man.
That's like driving from Austin to El Paso. It's about 8 hours.
Yeah.
It takes forever to get out of Texas.
It does, but yeah, man. Born and bred Connecticut, and I would love to get back, back out to the West, and we'll just see how that goes. But I got to be close to my Raider family. We got a big Raider family on the East Coast, but there's nothing like the West Coast, Southwest,
Yeah. Hey, so you're billed as the big bad wolf, right? But Don Data, right? We met, week 1 to kick off the the Black Hole kickoff for week 1, 2019, right? But
yep, that was awesome.
I gotta say, dude, before we get into the big bad wolf, it took me a minute to put it together, dude. Even though you have it written on your damn shirt, you know what I mean? But I figured it out. I'm like, oh man, that's Don. Okay, so
that's what I do. I like to keep it mysterious, you know. We wolves, man. We hide out in the dens. We in the bushes,
Oh!
Shout out to my wolf pack out there. There's a lot of wolves out there, a lot of Raider wolves. So I'm giving a shout out to all the wolves out there.
Oh yeah,
ain't nothing but love.
Yeah, we gotta have now we got a Raider wolf pack, Raider Nation wolf pack. I love how you say it.
Trying to do it. Yeah, we're trying to do that. That'd be awesome.
We got plenty of pirates, Cap, NorCal, Amanda. Got the pirates going on. We can get the werewolf scene going on. I just need I need a Bart. Somebody that's ready to do a Bart. Somebody ready to do Lisa, Marge. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Let's do it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Baby D said they don't make that much hairspray anymore, so we'll just go with the wolf pack.
Okay. All right. Do you have to get it cleared through Baby D before you make any executive decision?
I mean, I think so, right? She's gonna be president. I'm holding on to the vice presidency. You know what I mean?
I got you. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, dude. I've the beginning of last week, I was a little nervous because I wasn't working, but now I'm able to work, and man, if I can, it's still gonna go back. It feels like 2008 again. It feels like, oh man, work's slow. Be looking at 30 to 35 hours, but man, if I can I was able to stay within my means of living, so if I can just keep at a certain amount of hours, I'm good to go. And you?
There you go. Keep on trucking, brother.
You're so bored, you're making dance videos. Hey, but look, let's keep this interview going on. How did Don Data become a Raider fan in Connecticut?
That's a damn good question. All right, how I became a Raider fan? I got a few years on you, Raider Homer. I was in fifth grade. Fifth grade, I was on the playground, and Connecticut, we're right in the heartbeat. We are in Patriot territory. I'm in enemy territory. So I saw one of my classmates who had the playground wearing a Raiders sweatshirt, and I was like, "Oh man, Raiders, silver and black, had the nice pirate logo on there." I was like, "Yo, what's going on with that?" He goes, "Man, you don't know about the Raiders?" I was like, "Nah, man." He's like, "That's the team. That's the team to watch. And this was in '81. Like, okay, all right, let me check them out. Lester Hayes is one of my favorite players of all time. Thick him, love him. Marcus Allen, one of my favorite all time. And I'll tell you how much I love Marcus Allen. I don't know if you remember the shag haircut. He used to rock that back in the day. I had the shag haircut. I mean, I basically emulated that brother, man. And just watching him play, and then Bo Jackson coming on the scene, and I was just sold, man. Just love him to death, man. I bleed silver and black, and my office, again, I'm in Patriot territory. So when people walk by my office, I mean, it's rated out. It's rated out. So people, it's like, I think I can start charging a mission for people to come in my office, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's tough being a fan, from out of state, I guess you could say, but man, I had Bo Jackson, dude. He was the one that got
It ain't
me.
easy because
Yeah.
it ain't easy because basically when we get to see games, I think I've seen the most Raider Jet games ever. I think I've seen every Raider Jet game in New York because that's the closest to me.
Yeah.
In New England, the Patriots. So I mean, so when they come to town, I mean, it's just awesome. So I'm thrilled that hopefully we have a season this coming season that they're coming to the Patriots and they're coming to Gillette and they're coming to MetLife. So that's two games I'm definitely going to be going to. Close to my area.
Yeah, now, as I said earlier, we met week one at the Black Hole kickoff party, but you were just Don Data then,
Yes.
so how much did Don Data travel to Oakland, to watch games?
Well, I've been to 4 Oakland games. I've been to 2 LA games, Coliseum, and I've been to 1 San Diego game. I was at that San Diego, I think it was a Sunday night game. It was a game that was pouring out. I don't know if you remember that. Guy got stabbed on like live TV, and I was like about 10 rows up from the scene.
What?
And all I saw on the Teletron, was all the yellow security jackets coming down, the whole nine. But basically, you know how it is. San Diego, that's Raider territory. Every Coliseum in Connecticut, in California, every type of stadium, it's a home game. So I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5, 6 games in California.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I couldn't go
Had
to
to
Oakland.
come, Raider Homer. I had to come. Not to cut you off. I had to come to the Mecca from the last time for the season. No matter how much it costs, it ain't cheap going out there, flying all the way across country, tickets, the whole nine. Basically, I had to sell a kidney, but you only need 2. You only need 1, right? You only need 1. I hope.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I had to get out there, and I mean, it was amazing, man. Meeting you, the Violator, Real, everybody, NorCal Raider, everybody, man.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was
Yeah,
awesome,
man. And like I was saying, being an out-of-state fan, I didn't get to travel to Oakland very much, man. So when I got there, man, I was very much inspired, and I wish that we were still there, But I take it, right? You went there as Don Data week 1, Shortly after that, you come up with this big bad wolf. So was it seeing the Violator work at that party, Gorilla Rilla work at that party, all the other super fans working, that made you want to create your own persona?
Yeah, I would say so. How it all came about. Actually, I had the Raider wolf. I had the wolf outfit for a Halloween party like about 4 or 5 years ago, and my girl was like, you should dress it up, Raiderize it. And I was like, you know what, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I just kept tweaking it, and then Big Bad Wolf just came out, man. Came out right after party, and I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to be a super fan. I want to just be out there, help out as much as I can. I notice how the kids they're attracted to it, the whole nine. That's especially doing the videos now. I'm getting hits from little grandfathers saying, "Oh, my granddaughter's watching the videos. She loves it. She's doing her own little dance." And just before you called, I was watching a video on the NFL elite super fan, they had little kids doing it now. The parents are letting their little kids dress
That's
up and
cool,
do it. It's
man.
awesome, man.
That's awesome. You
And I want to give
created
a
little,
shout out to Tiffany Nicole Green, the founder of NFL Elite Superfan. She's awesome. She is awesome.
even though she's a
And
Bills fan, we'll accept her because she is awesome.
yeah, yeah. And I got to give a shout out too to my boy, the chef Dex Kroom.
Yeah.
I know you know the chef. Man.
Oh yeah.
That's my peoples, man.
We were partying
He rocked
together.
the chains. That's where I got that big chain from. I got that big chain from him.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I gotta say, dude, the big bad wolf, right? I was, when you sent me the picture when I was cutting out that image and whatnot to make the flyer for you coming on the show, dude. I've been looking through your costumes, dude, but the glasses, man, they really make it, dude. It reminds me of it gives a cartoon kind of feel. It gives that little pig, let me in. Remember that green jelly video from way back? I know
right.
it doesn't end so well for the big bad wolf in that video, but you got that cool look. It's the glasses, dude. They really they set it apart. I think and you got to you're doing all the dances and stuff.
Yeah, that's my little party vibe. I mean, that brings out the bootsy clowns in me. Those glasses makes me get a little funky.
It gives you a personality behind the costume. It gives the costume a personality.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. Appreciate that, brother.
So how much is how much of a difference is there between Don Dada and Big Bad Wolf? Is it for me? A lot of times it's just me. I'm putting on the mask and I'm being myself. This is really just me being this character.
Yeah.
So how much is it like that for you?
Well, I think I probably do have some mental health issues because that's two.
Me too.
Personalities right there. That's two personalities. I'm Don, during the regular day, but Don Dada is, he kicks it up a notch, about the mask, like to have fun, party. Just enjoy life. And the werewolf, not the werewolf. When I put the big bad wolf mask on, it's just like, it's just ready just to go, just buck wild, just
oh man,
yeah.
Oh man, don't get me going. I told you, bro. Hey, so
I'm tweaking it. I definitely appreciate you, Raider Homer, for all the love and advice that you're giving me. And I'm still going to be, bending your ear to, just to learn, the lay of the land, so to speak, because I am newer, to be a super fan out here. So, I'm definitely, ready and willing to learn and do what I can do.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, bro. If you want to learn, you need to hit up the mob boss, dude, Kevin. He learned under Wayne. Wayne, you can always hit him up too, man. He'll always contact you. But I learned a lot from Mob Boss, and I learned a lot from Wayne, dude. So those are the guys, man, you want to hit up, dude. But like you were saying, you're doing it for the kids. The kids are getting involved, dude. That's what they'll tell you, man. It's about the kids, and anybody would tell you that, So you're going in the right direction, and so as long as you just keep doing that, hit up Wayne and Mob, dude. They'll tell you what angles to take. Those are the guys I go to. Those are my go-to guys. But I appreciate the kind words.
And it's such a small world, Homer, that when I was out there for the kickoff, actually I work like right around the corner from Wayne's brother.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, so we kick it all the time.
Lee, right?
Like
Lee,
that,
right?
So, yep, exactly. So it's just a small world, man, and Raider fans are all over the place. So
everywhere,
East Coast, West
worldwide,
Coast,
Raider
everywhere,
Nation.
International, worldwide, baby, worldwide.
Man, I love it, dude. I love it, man. Like I said, I love the Raiders, man. I'm on podcasts where I just talk Raiders. I don't really know that much about football though, but I'm just talking on my ass, whatever, But the Raider Nation,
now
dude,
you know some stuff, man.
a little bit, but sometimes I put my foot in my mouth. But it's fun, But that's that. The podcasting scene is another scene of the Raider Nation. Like you got the vendors, you got the super fans, you got the super fans that are becoming vendors, event coordinators. Right. It's dude, club presidents, entertainers, like the hip hop artists and then the rock artists and stuff. Yep. Dude, it's like it's fantastic, man. I love it, dude. I love being a part of it. It's almost as important to me as watching the Raiders win. You know what I mean? I love that's when we all come together, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, the
Exactly.
Raider Nation is
Exactly.
right there with the Raiders. My love for the Raider Nation is right there with
Yeah,
the
the nation
Raiders,
keeps it
man.
going even on the off season. You know, the
Yeah,
nation is the one
yeah.
that's really pushing. You know, the Raider organization. So
Well, and
one hundred
that's the
percent.
other thing is like once you get to the game, they have the super fans, quote unquote super fans. You know, they're the ones elevating the game day experience because the players aren't so accessible all the time. You know what I mean? But the super fans are
Right.
accessible, so it elevates the overall atmosphere, and that's what I love. Dude, like yeah, when I went to Oakland, man, I remember being okay with the Vegas move, and then I went to Oakland. I was
Yeah.
like, oh man, I was way off. I was way wrong. But yeah, man, it was
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. I got mixed emotions about that too, brother. But you know, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So you know, it's a new chapter, right? It's a new phase, and we can see how it goes.
well. That's the great thing is like I was talking about it last episode. You know, Alonzo Thomas. You know, he's coming on the show later on. He's over there in Vegas. You know, he knows he's from Oakland. You know, he's all about it. You know, Cisco, right? He's from San Francisco Bay Area. VP
Uh-huh.
of the Black Hole chapter in Oakland for a long time, dude. Now the president in Las Vegas. You know, bringing that Oakland flavor, dude. Oh man, you know
Yeah.
Dirty Jers, she's over there. You know she's gonna
Okay.
bring that
Yep.
Oakland flavor
Yep.
over there. You know
Yes, sir.
it's set up, man. All we gotta do, you know, is just go. You know, and they're gonna have it. They're
Well,
gonna have it ready.
well, right in front of me, what I'm holding right now, later home, I'm holding some lottery tickets. So yeah, I'm gonna scratch some right at the door. So hopefully, you know, I can win, so I can maybe afford some tickets to go to the game.
All right. I hope
Just
you win
saying.
enough for both of us.
I got you. I got you.
All right, cool.
So you got an all star cast on. I'm the Ricky Henderson man. I'm the leadoff hitter, man. You guys got you got an all star cast.
Man, hey,
You got
you
my
know,
brother Alonzo. You got Jason, my other brother. You know, awesome, man. We still got NorCal. Is he coming on?
man, if you hit him up, dude. I've been trying to hit him up all day long, dude. But
Okay.
I got Amy Zago ready to come in off the bench, man. She's coming in. She's
All
gonna
right.
come in. She's gonna drop the knowledge about the Raiders, man. She likes to talk to, boy. You just be listening, like, okay, all right, boom, boom, boom. And then she'll let you
And
get a
homie, you
chance, and
know,
you better take it. You better know your shit. You better come correct, you know, when she gives you your chance, you know.
uh, if you ever need me, you know, I'm only a click away.
Oh yeah,
And
brother.
man,
I mean, that's what this
you know how
channel is
we do.
about. It's a building a
That's right.
platform, a positive platform that everybody can come on and share what's going on in their club or their city. You know what's going on in their mind. You know, so hey, the door
Right.
is always open for you, man. We'll get you back on and future Monday nights live episodes. And as the stories build, dude, we can do Raider Invasion podcast. Yeah, man, always, dude. I always
Sounds like a play.
I always hit you up for come back on.
Oh, all right. All right. All right.
All right, hey now before you go dancing and making any more videos, tell the Raider Nation how they can find you on social media.
You can find me on Facebook at Raider Wolf. My nickname, of course, is the Big Bad Wolf. That's the best way you can find me. Reach out to me on Messenger. You know, appreciate all the love that I've gotten. You know, some of the patches that you guys ordered, I appreciate it. Still got some more if you're interested in it. And that's how you can find me. You can find me. You can find me there, or you can try to find me out in the outback. You know, when I'm in the bushes in my den, my own wolf pack.
Oh man, I used to do that in high school all the time, dude. So I knew I was gonna be in trouble when you came out here, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to. This is my first time, so I'm dialing it down a notch. You know.
Oh man, don't worry about that, brother. Especially when you're out there, that's your calling card right there. You know, people are gonna
That's
know when
right.
you show up. He's howling.
Watch out, Big Bad Wolf, ready to blow some people down.
I'm huffing.
Blow
I'm
down.
puffing. I'll blow your house in. Yeah,
That's
bro.
right. You know. That's right.
All right, cool, brother. Like I said, doors always open, man. And thanks for coming on.
All right. All right. Anytime, every time. Hey, and I still want to see that dance video, brother. Don't think I forgot.
Man, you seeing it right here, bro. This time we'll do it.
But that's it.
Boom, double G style. There you go. That's a preview of the Raider Homer dance.
Now I heard
video.
it. Yeah, I know. There's not a television show, so all I can do is hear what you do.
It is, bro. So make sure you share it, because then they can see me dancing while they hear you.
All right.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
All right. Raider Nation, one love.
One love. Hell yeah. All right. Hey, Don, a.k.a. Big Bad Wolf, Raider Wolf, Dada, make sure that you find him on social media, man. He's jump in on those dance videos, man. Make it to where he forgets all about me. Hey, bro, you still there?
I'm still there.
Man, I'm sorry.
You hang up on me, so I'm still here.
I'm gonna have to hang up now, bro.
Click.
All right, hey, find Don Data on social media, man, and get there, make those dance videos, man. It's fun, dude. A lot of the Raider Nation's jumping in. 3 of the guests here tonight are jumping in on it. All right, Luis Rodriguez in the house. Samoan Raider in the house. What's up, Samoan Raider? How you doing, brother? Ironman saying, haha, Homer, you need to tell Wolf he's a man already. Oh, man. I can't tell the man that on my channel. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's a man. All right. So, hey, there's a segue right there. I just read Iron Man's live comment in the live chat. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in. Continue to jump in. I'll read them between the callers. But let's go ahead and get to Iron Man.
Boss.
All right, Raider Nation. You know what time it is. What time is it?
It's time to suit up.
Raiders. Here he is. Iron Man. How you doing, brother? We just got done talking to the Big Bad Wolf, man. He's y'all been going at it, man. Y'all been going at it. How are you tonight?
Oh man, I'm great. I'm doing beautiful over here. I'm still working on little things that me and you are working on for Nasili's fight, and doing the little dance videos with Wolf. So I'm kind of busy a little bit right here, but I'm pretty sure you're busy too, because you gotta chop up some of those footage too, just like me.
I know, bro. But hey, it's an honor to be a part of Peter Tuiasiopo's, venture, fight against the opioid addiction, man. For y'all that don't know, Nasili's fight, man, it's a program, or it's a group that you can join on Facebook, and she is the daughter of Peter Tuiasiopo, and she lost a battle to opioids, and so me and Iron Man are working with him to produce PSAs and things like that. So find that group, man, because the opioid epidemic, dude, it's a real deal. So keep an eye out and join those groups, man. Let's join the fight together.
Oh yeah, go on Facebook, jump on Nasili's fight, become a Nasili's warrior, and say that we ain't gonna let our kids go down that path. We're gonna do everything we can to save our children from this fentanyl epidemic.
Yeah, man, that's a scary thing to face, and prayers, to the Tuiasiopo family.
Oh yeah, man, and how strong he is to turn a bad thing into a positive.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I really can't. Like, I'm not that strong. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was telling him, dude. That was, I watched my mother pass away, so it's hard. I know how hard it can be, but to lose my daughter, man, I would just lose my mind, I think. And so, like I said, prayers to the two Yasoba family for keeping it together, man, through prayer and all that.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Yeah, and he's a cool guy, real nice, down to earth. I wouldn't have thought he would have been all real, like Hollywood or something like that. But nah, nicest guy ever. Like just like anybody else, man. Except that everybody's seen his movies.
Yeah, I mean that's what's cool, is that he's just an everyday person, and he's arms wide open, take you under his wing, treat you like family, man.
Oh,
So
yeah, most definitely.
so yeah, just keep an eye out, Raider Nation. I'll keep y'all guys posted in the Sealy's fight. Help us fight, become a warrior against the fight, But hey, all right, whew, that's heavy. That's heavy. Now we were talking a little bit about some light-hearted things, so with a heavy heart, let's go ahead and do that again, right? You've been dancing off with the Big Bad Wolf, man, with a bunch of videos. Everybody's loving it, man. Y'all dragging me into it. I just got off the phone with him. He wants me to actually dance also. So what's up, man? How's the response for you? How are you liking all that?
Well, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Once I was approached by Wolf and he sent me the first one to challenge me, I kind of saw where he was going with it. That he wants to bring everyone to like show that we're not going to let this COVID like 19 divide us. And when I saw what he was doing, I had to be a part of it. So when he challenged me, yeah, I did a video, but then I hit him up. I was like, hey man, let's dance off, me and you. I guarantee it's gonna turn some heads because especially with me and you, we both have the creative juices just like Wolf. But I was like, you know what? Let's do something crazy, something that hasn't been seen yet. Let's do it together. So when we did it together, it was in my mind. I wanted Wolf to be like the serious one, and I was gonna be the goofball because I'm always the goofball. And it's so much nicer, especially when my neighbors are looking at me like if I'm crazy. But I wear a helmet, so I don't really get to look at them. So it was it was pretty cool for me. I was like, if it makes anybody smile, if it makes anyone laugh during these times, I say it's all worth it.
Yeah, man. I mean, we definitely need some levity, because these are some strange days, man. This is some trying times, But and supposedly this has been the worst yet. So I think it's very important. That's why I did make
Oh
the
yeah.
video that I made too, to keep people entertained, lighthearted, Cause yeah, man, we were supposed to be meeting each other at these events and things like that, and then going home and doing it all over again, And now we're just stuck at home, And it's man, that can be depressing for a lot of people, man. So it's really cool what you and Big Bad Wolf are doing, man.
Yeah, because I mean, I understand everyone's getting cabin fever. I mean, staying inside and all that. I mean, just like one of the guys on my page, he reached out telling me that his kids like really love Marvel, and that if I could send him some autograph cards and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll do you one better. I just grabbed my phone and I recorded a message for him and his kids. And yeah, I sent out a little care package for him, especially since one of his kids, it's his daughter's birthday coming up. So I was like, you know what? Yeah, I got to do it. Anything to make these kids smile, anything to bring some smiles to everybody. Man, if I could do it, I'll be there.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's a great thing, to do as a super fan, quote unquote super fan, right? I was just talking to Big Bad Wolf about that, Mob Boss and Wayne, all the things that they do for children. Like you saw Mob Boss put that post out there where, if there were some troubled kids, just to give them a call. Dude, that's something that he does on a regular basis, man. And for him to, put that out there,
Oh
man,
yeah, man.
that just shows the kind
Yeah,
of
hats
heart he
off to
has, man.
him,
He's
man.
got time to talk to everybody, man. He's got some powerful words. So yeah, dance videos and
Oh yeah.
or, speaking to the children directly, man, are very important right now. Because these kids, some of them might think that it's just vacation time and things like that, but you know, they need the structure. You know, they need that
Oh
everyday
yeah.
thing, socializing and things like that. So they're missing out on a lot, man. And you know, there's conflicting reports, right? You know, I was listening to some of the numbers coming out this earlier on NPR, and they were talking about how, you know, children, you know, really aren't that at higher risk. You know, as some of the older people, but then you don't know. Does it even matter? You know, you don't want to take that chance and have
Oh
them,
yeah.
you
I
know, in
mean,
school getting that. You know, because you were telling me
yeah.
about the little kid
Yeah,
in
they
the
even said that
hospital.
Pink. Yeah, well, yeah, it's, the little kid in the hospital that it was the little daughter, the little sister and the mom were outside of the door. I mean, they had the doors closed and all that. And I just walked past and I was like, you know what? Hey, can I give your kids something? Can you give these cards to them? Yeah, yeah, no problem. I took off. I did what I had to do. Came back and they asked me like, the little girl stopped me like, do you know Ironman? And I said, yeah, I know Ironman. And she was like, oh, I just told her, you know what, Iron Man's here for you. He's gonna look out for you guys. He loves you guys. He's gonna. And I went out and asked the secretary, "Is it cool if I come back with a helmet and just gear up and just like show love to these kids?" No, you can't be here, and I understand and all that, but I mean, it just crushed me. It hurt so bad just to see something like that. I mean, especially at that. I mean, you hear the news. I mean, Pink and her 3-year-old kid are positive with this. So I mean, geez, it's just something that's it's a bad thing, but at the same time, the way I see it, it's a blessing because I mean, it's bringing families closer together. We're no longer going like, where's our kid? Oh, he's with his friend. No, everyone's together. We get, especially with me in my house, we get to watch movies together. We spend so much time together, talk and all that. I mean, it's great for us. Like it, even though under the circumstances and all, but I mean, it's still a good thing for us. I think it's perfect, and families are going to grow stronger, and I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we gotta stick together, you know, and help the children and the elderly. Man, I mean, yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I'm scared to death, dude, to go out there. Like, yeah, I was stressing out last week, you know, about not working, and now I'm feeling a lot better about working. But man, I come home and I'm thinking, any kind of itchy throat, any kind of snot dripping out of my head, dude, it's terrifying right now, you know. Because I don't want
Oh
to
yeah,
pass that on, you know, and you know, you working your EMT, right?
medical transport.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I
So
mean,
yeah, so these people don't cover their mouth or anything like that when they're in the car. So every time they cough, I'm like, oh crap. Like
oh,
I come home, I'm like, just like you, feel itchy throat. I'm like, oh crap. I'm drinking Nyquil and freaking emergencies as quick as I can. I'm like, oop.
yeah, man, it's scary, dude. It's real scary, man. And you know, now we don't know what's going on. You know, they're closing everything down. That's when you knew it was real, right? Was when they were closing down all those billion-dollar, million-dollar industries. You know, not even just sporting
Yeah,
events, but you know, all the music venues and things, man. It's just crazy. Raider Nation events, man. We'll never forget this,
I.
ever, ever, dude.
Oh no, no. It would be like, man. I just the only thing sorry for, like the most sorry for is the mom and pop spots, like the little restaurants that aren't big name chains like McDonald's and Burger King, like just the small places, especially here in Yuma. Like we got 85350, they're getting hit, and I mean they're not nothing big. It's just a mom and pop, like freaking some places down there in Main Street, like all these places are getting affected. I mean, they don't have anyone but themselves to help each other out. So I mean, I'm seeing everything. I mean, I went out, me and my wife, we went to go get some food today, and I'm just watching how dead the streets are. And I mean, I'm glad, but it's kind of crazy when you walk in and get your food and like they're with their gloves, and I'm like, I should have brought hand sanitizer or some gloves or something because I shouldn't be touching that pan. Who else has been touching that pan? But I mean, it's that whole mentality that's another reason why I had to jump on with Wolf to keep people from that mentality, keep people from talking about it, and shed some smiles onto them. Like especially with us being me acting like the goofball and him doing his dance. So I mean, we had to do something.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, that's what the Raider Nation does, you know. They got to do something, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but we'll make it through this, dude. We will make it through it. China on the back end, you know, they're coming out of it. We're just fixing to go through the worst of it, you know. And, you know, and of course, we may face it, you know, next season because right they were saying about a year and a half before the vaccine can come out. But, you know, but we're still, you know, I think we'll know better, you know, how to maintain ourselves and our communities and work within our communities that we can this will be a little bit easier, I would hope. You know, I don't know. It's
Well,
just this is
hopefully.
strange, dude. This is strange, man. Because you know you don't want to be the conspiracy guy. You know, sitting there. I told you, the government taking over or anything like that. You know, because people really are dying out there. But it's so
Oh yeah.
strange to
I
see
mean, I
the
just
power that the government has, and you know, we just all hope that they would only ever use it in times like this, man. Because it's crazy, man. This is some
oh,
crazy
I
shit.
know. I mean, me and my kids, we just took off our tinfoil hats. You know, we're like, hey, you know, no, I'm just kidding. But it's just crazy. Like even my kids are like, we can't go to our grandmother's house for her birthday, which was yesterday. We I showed up and we were kind of like so far apart that you know what, I'd rather just go home and spend time over here. So I mean, by the time I came home, like I started noticing my phone and all that, and I saw that you sent me a message. I was like, ah, crap. So I mean, it's I'm trying to spend time with her and all that. I mean, it's I feel for all the kids that were supposed to graduate this year, and I
Oh
feel for
yeah.
all the people that especially the kids that are having birthdays. Because I mean, nothing's more terrible for a kid than when they have a birthday and no one shows up.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, I
Oh
feel for them
man.
so much.
And yeah, all the high school classes that can't do prom and things, man, there's so much going on. Man, you've been a bummer
Oh
this
yeah,
call, dude. God.
I know, man. I mean, even at that, my stripping life is taking a hit. I mean, I can't get dentures anymore and stuff. I'm just kidding. Hey man, got to make some money somehow.
Hey, well, so how's everything going down? Going on down? How's everything down there for the 928 Border Raider Nation, dude? What are y'all up to these days? I mean, other than
Ooh,
quarantining.
yeah, pretty much everyone's sending pictures of themselves drinking in the corner outside their house, like right, like, right against the brick walls. And I keep on telling them, hey, at least we could like Zoom or something or FaceTime or something, and we could all share a beer or something. Nah. I mean, it's just gonna make us want to get there. So I mean, it's taking a hit on us, but that's mainly why you see me and the rest of the guys like trying to shed light and trying to do some good. Because if I can't have my club, I might as well do something good with my time.
Yeah, man. Oh man. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, let's just talk Raiders then, dude. I mean, how are you feeling about the signings that we had in free agency?
Oh, dude, man! You know what? Pete's all happy about him. Pete was happy about it so much. He even hit me up like, dude, you got some Mon on the team. I was like, oh, I mean, he told you about that one, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
Mariota. Yeah.
he, yeah, and I was like, hey man, tell me you know him. Tell me you know him, so me and Homer can meet him.
Hey, I know
You
he
know how
knows
they act in the island.
somebody.
You know somebody that knows somebody. So I was like, come on, man, make it happen, make it happen. Yeah, I got you. So I was like, oh, dude. I mean, the guy knows so many people. I mean, especially the way that we talk with him. He's a real respectful guy and all that. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind he knows a lot of people, especially his family member that played for the Raiders. So I mean, it's just amazing, like chopping him, finding out all kinds of stuff, and especially since I made the ceviche last time, he just came over here and he took that and just, hey man, it was the best stuff I've ever had.
After he
So I
lifting all
mean,
those cinder blocks, man, he had to come eat.
oh yeah. We straight up did it like home improvement, like right by the fence.
That's cool, man. That's real cool.
No, yeah, but he is.
Yeah, I mean, it's I can't wait.
I'm just looking forward for all this to be over so we can all meet up. Like all of us just hang out. I don't even want an event. I just want to freaking all go hang out, go to a restaurant, all of us. Like all the super fans, Reda, Wolf, freaking Hitman, Hellraider, all of us, man. Jester, of course, Jester, man. Especially with Jester, what's happening with him, man. My thoughts and prayers to him.
Yeah. Jester Rader's coming on the show next week. I've been talking to him. So, yeah, I mean, get ready for something heavy right there, it's coronavirus, something to take seriously, man, and to, watch out for each other and don't hoard toilet paper, right, and do stupid shit like that. Take care of each other because it's real, man. It's real.
Oh, yeah, I'm still asking my dad to let me borrow his pressure washer. I ran out of TV.
Ah, damn, boy. Man, don't do that, dude. Sandblasting your ass. Shit. Just get in the shower, bro.
Never been
Just
so
get in
clean.
the shower, man. God damn.
Running out of body wash, man.
All right, so anyways, okay, so he was talking about how Pete's talking about super happy to get Mariota. How are you feeling about Mariota? Tell me, what's going on with this Mariota Derek Carr competition that we're about to witness?
I'm hoping it lights a fire under his butt. I hope he gets back to what he was, because we all know ever since he got hurt, it hasn't been the same. So hopefully it either lights a fire under him and he actually starts showing that he wants the spot, because if not, there's Mariota, and hopefully he can help us, man. I hope Pete don't hear this, because he's going to be like, really, Russo? But, yeah, man, I'm hoping he could do something. Because if Carr starts seeing that his spot isn't cemented in stone, and like he could lose it, I hope he starts playing like way, way better. Like starts running out of the pocket, doing what he has to do. Hopefully he does something.
I think that he is going to do that, dude, because if we get to practice, right, that's a big if. We don't know when training camp's going to start. OTAs are already canceled and all that, right? So if we get to practice, right, I think Derek Carr, we saw him dive over the end zone, right, last season. We saw him do the RPO and then run and slide, and they did not stop the clock, or they did stop the clock when they should not have. So we know he can run, right? And then we saw him 2016 dive over the guy in New Orleans, which is funny, right? Because now the Raider Nation, back then they were like, "Don't do that, Derek," but now they're like, "Do that, Derek."
Yeah.
Right? That's funny. Yeah. But what I think is going to happen is he's going to start to use his legs in practice, right? And what he's going to do is he's going to force Mariota to beat him in the pocket. Mariota's coming in when we don't know, we're not going to have OTAs. Who knows? They can't even go into the offices. Like it's different, trying to learn a system and studying on your own. But from learning a system while you're there, hands-on with the coach, it's big time difference. So I don't think Mariota's going to be able to outperform Derek Carr in the pocket. And plus, there's not enough time. But at the same time, what I would like to see, right, and I know this doesn't make, sometimes you could say, well, if he can run the RPO in the red zone, then he can run the RPO the entire game. I just don't think that the RPO is sustainable for an entire season, especially when you get into the playoffs. And I know Mariota can do more than an RPO, but that's his strength, is running the ball. So I would like to see Mariota come in the red zone, like, first and 10, change it up a little bit. I think Derek Carr is the type of quarterback that can come in and out of a game like that and play well, still be in rhythm, So that's kind of where I'm thinking,
Yeah, most definitely. I think you're right, man. That would, especially give him a little chance to freaking rest up a little bit in between plays and all that. It'd be great. I mean, that way we could have him when we need him and all that. Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Of course, we still got the draft coming up, so we don't know if Carr's going to get traded. He could get traded. They could pull a Khalil Mack on Derek Carr at any moment. So we'll see.
Don't say that.
Hey, bro, they trade Khalil Mack. They'll trade Derek Carr. And we all know that Gabe Jackson's on the
That
chopping block,
happened.
and I
I was
think
like,
that's one of those are the last couple of guys that are from the Reggie McKenzie era. So we'll see how this goes.
oh yeah, man. Dude, I was on vacation when Mac got traded, and I was like, you know what? Let's get back in the.
Hello?
Hey, you there?
Yeah, let's get back into what?
Oh no, I said I was on vacation when Mac got traded, and I got so mad. I was like, you know what? Get in the car. Let's go. We're going home.
Man, dude, I don't want to be the guy that says I said it, but dude, I knew that with Gruden coming in after he cut Marquette King, Crabtree, I knew that Mac was gonna f around and get traded, man. And
I
sure
think we all
enough, he
knew.
did. And I was like, oh, man. I knew that the Raider Nation was going to be pissed off, man, because even before Gruden came in, there was that whole argument of who is more important to the team, right? Mac or Carr. I remember that. A lot of people, being upset about, the fact that Khalil Mack was a better athlete than Derek Carr, generational talent. And it got ugly right there. But then, hey, Gruden won the analytical award. And we got Josh Jacobs. We got, two. We at least got one proven first rounder, and we got two solid first round picks out of that also. So, I think we won that through and through, and we still got two picks this year. One coming from the Mac trade. So we'll see. See. You got you got anybody that you want in the draft?
I don't want to say nothing because every time I say something, all of a sudden it goes left. So I'm like, yeah. I just want us to build a better team around Carr. Hopefully, if we keep Carr, and hopefully Mariota can actually help Carr. So I'm just hoping we build a badass team. I mean, Max and we got Max and Jacob. So I mean, dude, we just need to build around them, all of them, and just dude, if we do, I guarantee we're gonna crush, man. We're gonna crush this season. And I can't wait to be around you. When we do, I'll be like, man, both of us just cheering, going crazy. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, dude, man, I was so looking forward to going to the draft. Man, I was supposed to be coming last weekend. I was all bummed out on Sunday, man, because I was supposed to be coming back from New Mexico. I was going to road trip with Gray Raider out of TNBC. We went up there and see Sammy, for the Montanza, dude. And then, at the end of this month, it was supposed to be the draft. And then the week after, Raiders fan convention. Oh man, but hey, we'll get there. We'll get there, Raider Nation. We will, man, and we're gonna really fucking party then. We're gonna party like it's 1999. That's what I'll be dancing, like double G style, right there. Hey man, Double G, dude. That dude's hilarious, man. That dance video he did. Hey man, y'all even got my next guest, Alonzo Skip Thomas, going on that shit, dude.
Alonzo got people, down, dude. Man. Oh, he's getting down, man. I loved it. Him and the general Daniel, man, he got down. He did some pop lock and stuff, like old school breaking, man. It was beautiful.
Yeah, man, breaking.
Like
Robot.
My boy General, man, that dude got down.
See, I'm putting together a dance video right now, dude.
Oh man, he got down, brother. Like just he did a round 2 and the round 1, he did a badass. The round 2 was, oh man, it was sick. Like just, man, he gets down with the old school stuff.
Whew. All right, brother, man. We've been like a roller coaster right now, dude. We've been talking about Nasile's fight, coronavirus, fucking YouTubing each other or FaceTiming each other from the driveways, man. It's been up and down. We talk about Mariota, Derek Carr, all kinds of shit, man. Yeah. So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate being here, bro. I mean, me and you were boys. I mean, we chop it up even outside of the podcast and all that. And I always got to show love to my brother, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're gonna get back into that production studio here this week, brother. We gotta get, like I said, dude. Just hit me up. When you email me those clips, just email it as like clip 1, clip 2, clip 3, and we need to work on a storyboard. It doesn't have to be any art, just like, scene 1, the name of the entire video, and then we'll cut 1, cut 2, cut 3 at the minute mark or something like that. We need to work on a little system. That way when I download everything, it's going to take a while to download everything. So, but if we have a system, once I download it, I can just chop it based on the minute mark and drop each clip in there based on the numbering of the clip, man. And we'll make these videos work, dude.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds good, brother.
All right, hey, before I let you go, though, tell the Raider Nation where to find you on social media.
You can find me on Instagram, Ironman 928 Border Raider Nation, or you can find me on Facebook, Jason Ariano, a.k.a. Ironman, or on my Facebook page, Ironman of 928 Border Raider Nation.
Hey, Raider Jester says what's up, man. He wants to let everybody know that he's going to be on the show next week. Boom, we were just talking about you, brother. Yeah, we've been talking about the coronavirus, dude, so we're looking forward to bringing that, the testimony that you have, the story that you have, dude, to show the Raider Nation what, why we should be taking this seriously, man. So thank you for tuning in, dude.
Yeah, much love to Justin, man. I got you guys in my prayers, man, every time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Prayers, man, prayers. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Well, I'm gonna hit you up later.
Bro.
All right.
Sounds good, boss. Catch you on flip.
Later. All right, Raider Nation, hit him up, man. Jason Ironman Ariano, man, he's out there doing great things for the Raider Nation, dude. Keep an eye out for Nasily's fight. We're producing some videos together. It's some pretty powerful stuff, man. I can't wait to share with y'all. We'll get there. All right, so Raider Jester has showed up in the comment sections, and Jose Vasquez saying 860 Raider Nation. What's up, man? What's up, Jose? And what's up to the Raider Jester, man, coming in, dude. Prayers to your family, bro. Cannot wait to hear from you next week. Thanks for sharing, dude. Hey, you know what? I definitely want to join that Zoom group that you got going on, brother. Please share on any of my groups, on my main page. Tag me, man, and I'll help you get the word out, bro. And I can't wait to join y'all with that tomorrow, or on that tomorrow. All right, Raider Nation. Remember, right? Raider Homer's phone blitz, right? On Monday Nights Live, we got 4 callers, right? Equals 4 quarters. Big Bad Wolf kicked it off. Jason Ariano, he took us through the second quarter. So now we're gonna go to the Raider Homer phone blitz. We're gonna hear from the blitzers. I need to let one of these messages load up. So you might be hearing a bunch of dings and dongs coming from this messenger. We're gonna hear from Carlos, Rasta Raider. He called and gave a shout out. So thank you, Carlos. And then we're gonna hear from Keith Smith, man. Keith Smith, aka Crusader Raider. All right, I know you know who he is. So let's go ahead and get to the Raider Homer phone blitz.
Hey, everybody out there, all the Raider people, just be safe for this coronavirus. Eventually, it's gonna get over with. Just to help everybody, just be safe. And God bless. Everybody have a good Easter. Go Raiders.
Hello Raider Nation, this is Keith Smith, the Crusader Raider, calling from London, England, here calling in to Raider Homer's show. Hope you guys are all doing the right thing and staying safe and staying indoors. Let's beat this virus together and let's get the nation back worldwide once we get through this. I'd say follow the rules, stay safe, stay well, listen to people. Most important of all, love everybody, love the Raiders, love your families, stay safe. Go Raiders.
All right, there you go, Raider Nation. Short list tonight, short list. Though, hey, I appreciate everybody calling into the Raider Homer Phone Blitz. Now, another little segment I want to do is Raiderhead's halftime show, man. Look, this song, Raiders kick ass, I love it, man. I think this should be the new Raider Nation anthem, man, so I hope you enjoy it as well.
Everybody talking about the silver and black since 1960 from Oakland to LA and back. Don't try to follow the town, it's time again to bow down. 2003, a new season is going down. The mystique of the Pirates, the number of the beast. Like Sunday in your ass, the dark side's unleashed. King Al, he's overseeing the team of the decade. When the lawyers from the Gopos of the legacy never fade. Everybody talking about the black hole, the house of thrills. And in the South, chill with the shield gets ill. Raider Nation, the hardest fans in all of sports. Violent to us, punk, it's just a last resort. Gladiator, violator, protectors of the sword. Skull Patrol, 66 Mob, and old school Raider Mort. Our fan base rules, ain't no respect for the team you choose. Punishment, baby, the silver and black blues. Talking about the present and the past, the team that made the ball the greatest pass throughout the land. Hall of Famers LaMonica, Charlie Smith, and Billy Cannon through the middle. You can't resist. Cliff Branch, the Snake, Matt Stewart, they kept it real. And now Gannon, Brown Rice, and Romo later still. No fucking with us. Another Black Sunday. Homer away. There ain't no football if there ain't a Raider game. Man, step the fuck off, alright? It's the Raider Nation, baby. There ain't no stopping what we do. Why am I a Raider fan? It's the real about this is, I don't like nobody. 31 other teams, I could give a crap about any of y'all, alright? It's the fucking Raiders, baby. The silver and black club, friggin' dead. And that's what you talking about, alright? Got no time for the Broncos. Got no time for the sissy ass San Francisco 40-winers. They're a bunch of butterscotch, purple shirt wearing pussies any damn way, alright? Trying to bathhouse instead of a stadium, you punk. Alright, that's the real. Deliverance is you silver and black wannabes. Alright, that's real. The Chargers are the lonely South Oakland wannabe Chargers. Them a bunch of wimps too. Alright, treat us like crap when we went down there. I'll come back down there with my steel and keep it real. And that's real. Yeah, forever, man. It's the Raider Cowboys. America's team. Goddamn coach smoke pussies. I ain't got no time for them, man. Alright, that's real. Everybody say, they don't smoke crack no more. I know. They smoke better crack now. That's the bottom line. Jerry Jones with his face paint. Looks like friggin' Botox Jackson. Alright, that's real. I ain't even tripping. What a friggin' media man to get off our chop. That's for real, man. Talking about we're blind followers of Al Davis. follow nobody blindly, and we see everything going on. The conspiracies, the snow job, the immaculate deception. We've seen it all, baby, and we'll conquer again, baby. You'll never stop the empire of the friggin' Raider Nation. We run everything, baby. Worldwide, what fan base gets up? What fan base? Show me the Lions. Show me the punk-ass Packers. The friggin' Dolphin fans. Are they up at 12 o'clock? Saturday night? The night before the game? Are they outside their stadiums? I don't think so, man. Man, you better get back off me, dude, with that stupid shit, all right? The NFL got it rigged for the Raiders, man, but we gonna overcome that. Greatest fans in sports, man, period. I'll take the Raider Nation, and I'll walk into any friggin' hardcore soccer game in Europe, and we'll fucking scare the shit out them pussies, all right? That's real talk, baby. Raiderhead, baby. In your face. Northern California girls get the best Raiderhead while I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's like that there, punk. Raider Nation. I still hate Pittsburgh. We're going to Houston! Yeah, man. Came over here trying to talk some crap, man. I don't even know that dude, man. He'll ever walk up to me like that again, he's going to get a big, fat, silver and black punch. We're knocking everybody out. 2003, baby. You know, hey, I ain't got no time for it, man. Raider Nation, man. Media can kiss my ass. NFL can kiss my ass. And 31 other teams can kiss my ass. It's vengeance, baby. All right? Ever since January 26, 2003, I've been mad. And I'm madder than ever now. Kiss my ass. Raider Nation. Punk-ass sissies. Don't touch us. Don't mess with us. You don't like us, then don't talk about us. Raider Nation. Boy, if we were a country, we'd be the ninth largest country in the world. And we'd have nukes.
There you go, Raider Nation, right? Just picture it, man. The end of a Raider party, man. You've been drinking, you've been having a good time, dude. Everybody just singing that song, man. Lighters lit, dude. Man, that's the new Raider anthem right there in my mind, man. The Raider Nation anthem, dude. I love that song, man. John Lennon's Give Peace a Chance, man, to turn it into a Raider song with, a hardcore rap metal, feel with some acoustic, man. It's fucking brilliant. Raider Rob, Stoner Dude, and Raiderhead, man. Congratulations on putting together such a great song, dude. Hey, and Greenleaf Productions in here saying that's a cool song, man. When Greenleaf Productions is, when they're talking good about it, it's good, man. So, y'all hit up, Stoner Dude, look for Raiderhead, Michael Masonette, man. I mean, it's good stuff out there, brother. Anyways, that was the Raider Homer halftime show. Now, let's go ahead and look for Alonzo Skip Thomas, Old Town legend. All right, Raider Nation. As you see in the messages, Mr. Greenleaf Productions, he was saying go ahead and skip NorCal. We were concerned at first that NorCal may not be able to make it. He's busy out there doing what he has to do, so we'll get him back on. We did reach out to Alonzo Thomas. Same thing, man. He's always busy. So, coming in to take over the game, Amy Zagalo of Take Aim with Zags. How you doing, Amy?
I'm doing great, Raider Homer. How are you doing this evening? It's been a long Monday, right?
Yeah, well, all things considered, I'm making it. I'm glad to be working. I'm just trying to put the gloves on when I'm at the gas station, at the pump, putting the mask on when I go into the stores, trying to stay safe. But all things considered, I'm still doing my show. We're still a Raider Nation.
We are a Raider Nation, and this is really the time that I hope everybody is being safe and sound and being grateful for the jobs that we can have, or the people that do have jobs right now. And it's really a time for us to really look beyond what our natural skill set is right now and looking outside the scope of what could we be doing right now while we're all in stay-at-home orders to really self-develop, right? And so I think it's really a time for us to, when we say, I never have time to do this and that, it's really time that anybody can do that, whether it's a class, whether you want to take some online classes. It's really a time for us to really appreciate what we do have and get out there and take the most out of this time that we really can. So I'm glad to hear, Raider Homer, that you still are working, still maintaining this podcast, even though we don't have much sport content right now, Raider Homer.
Yeah, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for content right now. That's for
scraping the bottom of the barrel.
But hey, even though OTAs are canceled, right? I was talking about that a little earlier on the show. They still plan. The NFL still plans to open the season up on time. The Mariota question has come up. To me, where I stand on that. I think the more important question is, where does Corey Littleton play, and where does Kiewatowski, or the dude, as I like to call him, from where's he gonna play? Do you see Corey Littleton on the outside and Kiewatowski on the middle, or vice versa? So there is still some things to contemplate, speculate. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Play, sports.
There's obviously, there's been a lot of acquisitions for the Raiders. I think they were one of the most active NFL teams in free agency thus far. I was reading some articles earlier about Nick Kwiatkowski and why he chose the Raiders. He's coming from the Bears. Pretty solidified defense over there. And why did he really come to the Raiders? And from the article and the interview that was done, it spoke a lot about that London game and how prepared the defense was and how intimidating Raider Nation was going into London. And then, of course, he has the opportunity to win a starting role and play side by side with Corey Littleton. And he had a lot of other offers in free agency, and he chose us because of those reasons. He gets an opportunity to be a starter, which he wasn't. He was the depth chart for Chicago, and with all of their injuries they faced in the defense last year, he got a lot of good quality playing time. But at the same time, he's really excited about the move to Vegas and the other defensive players that he's going to align himself with to really take this defense into a top 15, top 10 defense that we haven't seen in many years to come.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about what the Raiders have put together in free agency, and I still think that there's something up their sleeve because there's still some money to be spent. But I have a feeling they're going to wait till the draft and see what kind of holes they still have after the draft to do any additional signings. But there's still some really top free agents out there, and with the coronavirus and everything going on, it's really slowed the free agency period down to make those transactions. But, I think the Raiders are looking in pretty good shape at this point. What do you think?
Yeah, they do look really good on paper right now. Like I said, Corey Littleton, the question is where is he going to be, inside or outside, strong side or interior? To me, right, the other question is, I think, now that Eli Apple, right, he didn't sign. I know we signed another DB from Cleveland, right, but we didn't get that number 2, maybe a number 1 corner, that first round talent signed, in Eli Apple. So to me, I think you should just go with Trayvon Mullen, right? But at number one. But here's the thing, though: a lot of people, they're overlooking LaMarcus Joyner. Right now, we did just
Yeah.
sign Corey Littleton, and they played together in LA, right? So, how do you think they can
Right.
help each other as far as being on the same page, and how would that help elevate LaMarcus Joyner's game?
Well, I think LaMarcus Joyner, he was dealt with some injuries last year too. It's really hard to keep our secondary healthy, and I think if they were healthy, we would have seen different production out of them last year. I think any time that you reconnect with a player that you've played with before, there's a certain type of chemistry and communication already in place to help any deficiencies that are happening communication on the field. And I feel like the talent is there with our secondary and defense. It's just about knowing where you're supposed to be during certain plays and having
also
that
being able to
communication
trust the
piece and
guy
the more
next to you, right? I mean, because that's a big deal.
right.
You can just do your job if that's all you have to do. If you have to compensate for the guy next to you, that's when they start to play head games, right? So that's why I think LaMarcus
Right.
Joyner and Corey Littleton will be able to work that middle of that defense, regardless of where Corey Littleton is, because they know how to play with each other, and I think that's going to be a huge advantage for the Raiders. And there's Marinelli's fingerprints are all over this defense, right? Oh man, shit, Alonzo.
Right.
Hold on, man. Marinelli's defense are all over this defense. Or fingerprints are all over this defense. They got the defensive tackle, Malik Collins, and Jeff Heath. Right. That brings up the next question. Jeff Heath. Where do you think? How do you think that position battle is going to go down between Eric Harris and Jeff Heath?
I'm always that type of person when you bring another element to those OTAs and to the practice field, like you're going to get that competition, right? I think there's something to be said that Derek Carr hasn't seen exponential growth because he hasn't had a good number two quarterback to really challenge him. And when you have somebody on your tail challenging you for that starting role, you're going to work that much harder. And so I think it's going to be really great that we're adding so much depth, and not just depth, but veteranship depth. So these guys that we picked up in free agency, they're not out of the last couple of years. Our team, all in all, is really young still. And so bringing in those guys that know how to coach up their cohorts on the field and just really get things completed when, one little tweak here and there on defense could mean the difference of a touchdown or not, right? So I'm really excited to see Eric Harris and him also play. But I think one of the things I was noticing with our acquisitions, how versatile some of these defensive players are. So a lot of these guys can play multiple positions. They're not like Demarius Randall. He can play corner or safety. So when you're adding this depth, don't you want somebody that can actually come in and play multiple positions and maybe coach up a kid that was drafted last year that could use a help in certain situations? And, I mean, I know this is really not something to highlight our defense, but actually Demarius Randall, if he was a Raider last year, he was Raiders in coverage at 60%. I know that's not like a really high number for coverage, but it's better than any Raider on the team.
Yeah,
so, with those things in mind, it's like he can help those situations where the guy's like, oh, I thought I was supposed to cut left and right. I thought I was going to be in the zone here instead I'm on, man to man. And it's really going to help solidify those human errors out of communication that were missed last year. Most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, communication is key. You got to be able to, know what's going on in the defense when they're moving around, when they're motioning around on the offense. You got to know when to attack, right? Because in zone or man, when to turn your head around. I mean, I don't know.
Right.
You say ball, right? That's the thing. When the ball comes out, ball. So yeah, communication is key. You know. And so that's the other thing right now. Marinelli and Gunther, right? Everybody knows that Marinelli's there to replace Gunther if Gunther can't get it done. Do you think Gunther can get it done with Corey Littleton and Kiwatowski in the middle?
I think he can. In the beginning of the season, I mean, we went through that stretch until we hit that rough break on the road trip. The defense looked pretty solid. And then, you know, as more injuries occurred, and since we're still in rebuild, we didn't have the depth for guys to step up that could really make those stops defensively. And so I think injuries with, you know, not having the depth and the travel last year, it really hit us later in the season. But we should still see some light, because when I go back and watch these games, there were so many moments that the defense looked great. And so I do think Gunther can get the job done. So it's going to be interesting that we give him depth and more tools. This is your last shot, buddy. But, you know, you also have to think about, we're bringing in one of the best defensive line coaches of all time that has so much respect in the NFL, that really knows how to get the best out of his guys. And one thing, you know, Gruden, he is a hard-nosed, 24/7, 110% work ethic. And he's bringing in Marinelli, who demands that out of his players too. I'm not saying anything against Gunther, and if he has that type of respect or, you know, situation where you're demanding that from your defensive players. They did see a lot of growth. We did see guys grow a little later in the season. But I think this is just going to add to the wealth in defense and really get this defensive line where they need to be. I mean, Colin Farrell, like, we would have liked to see him a little stronger last year. I mean, every student is going to learn at their own pace, right? Yeah. So it's just trying to get a guy that isn't performing where you'd like to see him and really looking hard at his film to see how he can improve and making sure that he's doing that in between weeks, right, in the practice field. So I think Gunther can get it done, and we just know that if he doesn't, what is going to happen, you know? But we did pick up some really great Cowboy players in the meantime, and it's awesome to see this caliber of a defensive line coach on the Raiders, because we know the Raiders defense has been poor for many years.
Yeah, no, I think I'm looking forward to this linebacking core becoming what we've been wanting since, you know, Morrison and Howard, right? And then Matt Millen and Thomas Howard again, you know, so hopefully this linebacking core can solve a lot of issues, right? Because you got to be able to cover the middle of the field and or come up and stop the run. Hey, but I want to say shout out to right. He says I love this talk. She is awesome for her knowledge of the game. Hey, you know what, Raider Jester, go over on to Take Aim with Zags on her YouTube page and give her a subscribe, man. She does know her shit. Yeah, she's fun to talk to. So,
thank you, Raider Jesse. Appreciate the follow there. But looking back at Corey Littleton, like 8.5 sacks last year, 280 tackles. I mean, these linebackers that we're picking up right now are just going to solidify what was already in place. Like, I can't even fathom that guy with Max Crosby. Salt and pepper, you know. I just really think these veterans bringing these guys in, they're just going to explode together. So I'm really excited what we're going to do in the draft and how much more defense we're going to acquire. We're still missing that number one wide receiver. And I'm excited to see Marcus Mariota on Derek Carr's butt, kicking him into gear. Oh, you don't want to run? Well, I can.
Oh, God. So, everybody's ready for that. I'm telling you, though, I think this is going to be, and, you know, Amanda, right, Black Widow Raiderette, she was like, well, let me ask you, why does Derek Carr need to be inspired or have, you know, the fire lit under his feet, you know? But, hey, for the same reason they bring in competition for any other position. Yeah, so it's good for Derek Carr, but I think that Derek Carr is really going to answer the bell. We know that Derek Carr has the physical, athletic ability to run. It's just a matter of whether he is willing to run before it's too late. You know what I mean? And I think that Mariota, you know, he's not afraid to run. So in practice, he's gonna be running whenever he can. And I think that Derek Carr will be able to match that. And he's gonna be able to bring Mariota into the pocket, be able to beat Mariota out from the pocket in practice. You know, hey, so, you know...
well, and I really think that Marcus Mariota is going to challenge him and give him that confidence back, because you have to remember, before Derek Carr got injured, he was the runner. He took all kinds of gambles.
Yeah.
I mean, the kid he ran a 4.69 at a Columbine, you know? I mean, he's not slow. Yeah. You know, Marcus Mariota a little bit faster at 4.48. So Marcus Mariota he was also, Marcus Mariota was in a spread offense at Oregon University, and he was given the opportunity to run more. That is just how their offense ran. And the reason why we picked Marcus Mariota in this free agency is because that's Mayock and Gruden's guy. I'm going to try not to be biased here, but I wanted him as a Raider when we drafted Derek Carr. I was like, no, let's wait one more season. Let's take a season, get Marcus Mariota. There's something about this kid. I just don't think he's reached his potential yet and has been in the right offensive system. Pretty similar to what Derek Carr went through, like 3 different coaches, several different offensive coordinators, no offensive line.
Leg,
they had very similar.
Yeah.
Broken leg on the same night as Derek Carr. Yeah. But they're the same cat, dude. Like Marcus Mariota, he's a silent leader. He's a man of God. He's a hard worker. Derek Carr and him are going to be besties, guaranteed. And I think they're both the type of player that's like, whoever is the best for this team for us to win, they have no problem sitting down and letting the other guy run with it. And so all of this, like Derek Carr, Marcus Mariota stuff, and, is Marcus Mariota going to be the new starting quarterback? Yes, his contract is capable of doing so. That's why it was built the way it is. But they still are with Derek because Gruden's offense is complicated. You can't just bring in to Marcus Russell and think like, he's going to get it. You can't bring in a guy that doesn't have the work ethic Derek Carr or Marcus Mariota have. But for one time, Derek Carr does need fire under his butt so he can run the ball and make better decisions. When you got somebody behind you on that bench that's not going to throw the ball away on 4th and 2 when the game's on the line in the last game of the season, you might behave and make a different choice during that throw.
Well, yeah,
right?
but that's the thing.
Marcus Mariota would have ran.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Now, last thing, right, I got to get Alonzo back on the phone. That's what I mean. Derek Carr needs to be able to run, on 4th down. A lot of people are upset about that, throwing the ball away. And I think that it could be contradictory, I guess, what I'm about to say. Last question, though. So, look, Derek Carr, I think, is a better pocket passer and can move the offense down the field, and he's been able to do that, right? Checking down to Josh Jacobs now is not a bad thing. So, what if, John Gruden uses Mariota in an RPO-style offense in the red zone? Now, I know you could say, well, if he uses it in the red zone, why wouldn't he use it throughout the game? I just don't think that the RPO is sustainable. Especially in the playoffs. So I think that it would be better suited to use that in the red zone. What do you think about that?
I think on any time where you're on 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 and those types of situations, why not put in Marcus Mariota? Tennessee did that several times and it was very successful. I've always been a fan of running multiple quarterbacks during plays. I know that creates a lot of stress for an offensive coordinator in the offense. But if you practice it right, you will always keep the defense guessing. I've been wanting to see something like this from the Raiders for years to create a different offensive engine than we've ever seen before. And when you leave a defense guessing, crap, is it going to be Carr or Mariota? Okay, Carr has a 70% completion rate. Mariota's more about 62, but Mariota can run, and Derek Carr is a little hesitant. What are we getting here? And, whether number 2 or whatever number comes out of there, then the defense is scrambling. So I think it would be I think Gruden is specifically at this moment, since he has a lot of time on his hands, we can only imagine what John Gruden's doing right now. And he's creating a lot of offensive plays for Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. I mean, he's a great signing. I feel like if Marcus Mariota was with the Raiders in 2016, we would have to win some playoff games and compete, for a Super Bowl run, right? So, yeah, if Derek Carr were to get hurt, I feel comfortable with Marcus Mariota coming in. Who knows what's going to happen? Hey, I appreciate it, Amy. Now, before I let you go, tell the Raider Nation how to find you on social media.
Yes, thank you, Raider Home. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Take Aim with Zags. I'm also on Facebook with my full name, Amy Zaglow. I'm not going to even try to spell that for you right now. You can put it together. Follow Raider Homer. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter with Amy Zags. So definitely follow in. We're just getting started this month. I have a former pro athlete on the agenda this week that's going to talk more about what we are missing right now from our sport, coming from the athlete themselves and the life after sports, which is something that's being brought to many people's attention right now with the coronavirus. And so I'm going to have him on this week. So definitely stay tuned. Don't worry, sports will not die. We're going to keep it going, Raider Homer.
Hey, and we got Take Aim with Zags to keep it going for us. So make sure you follow her, guys. Man, this girl, this woman, she knows her shit, man. And yeah, she puts me to shame all the time, dude. I'm learning. So I'm proud to produce that Take Aim with Zags
What happens when you
podcast.
watch football with your dad at 3 years old, you know?
What was that?
Hashtag dad's girl. Dad's girl. Hashtag dad's girl. So.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's awesome. Your dad did a great job.
Oh, thank you. I'll tell him you said so.
All right, cool.
Well, thanks, Raider Homer.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Good luck with the rest of your show tonight. Of course. We'll talk soon.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
All right, Raider Nation. There you have it, man. Take Aims with Zag, man. Zags she's real cool, dude. Amy Zagalo. Make sure that you find her on social media. It's AIMEEZAGALOW. You'll find her there, dude. She worked in professional radio. Man, she knows her shit, man. All right. So hey, yeah, Skip Thomas called back in, man. So let's do it, man. Let's talk to the Oaktown legend. All right, Raider Nation, here he is, Alonzo Skip Thomas, founder of the Silver and Black Alliance, aka SBA. You've seen them all over social media. They're growing fast, man. They're doing great things. King Asylum, we do a podcast together on the Raiderholics Asylum group. He's a member of the SBA. He's a president now, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, man.
Kansas chapter.
Yeah, Big Bad Wolf gave you a shout out earlier, you know, so hey, dude, you're doing some great things, man. Congratulations.
Oh yeah, man. We just got him yesterday, man. He's gonna be taking over the Connecticut area, you know, and just doing some big things, man. It's growing fast, man. I'm super excited. Makes me smile every time I look at social media and I see all this SBA for life out there. It's, you know, somewhat of a dream, you know. Come true, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, hard work pays off, right? And it's starting to pay off for you, man. So that, you know, congratulations is in order, dude.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
You know, you were on the channel before, right? But let's go ahead and go back. And you talked a little bit about how SBA started, but let's go ahead and rehash that. Tell us how SBA started. You know, and it was in the B lot and things like that, right?
Oh yeah, man. I don't. I mean, it really starts from my pops. Everything that I'm doing here starts from my pops. You know, for his, you know, just remembering him and the legacy that he left behind for me and the other Thomas brothers to, you know, take on. And you know, this is one dream. One day was in my garage, and I was just thinking about him. And what me and my father used to do is I used to enjoy doing like charity work with him. He used to love doing charity work, and I tag along, of course. And my dad was, you know, the hero at times, you know, in these situations where kids came to him and he'd come off the field or the basketball court after a charity basketball game with other celebrities and things. And I just like, it was just something I loved to do with him. So, you know, carrying on everything that he liked to do. And that was just one of the things. So an idea just popped in my brain as I was brainstorming one night, and thought about the Silver and Black Alliance, which, you know, is the SBA. And we went from there, and I just started to build and create from just ideas that just popped in my mind, and using other social media platforms to make it grow and other people to see the idea. The idea was to grow in masses and use our networking and things like that to help others in need, and that's where it started from, and then it's continued to here. I had a couple of people that helped me found this thing, and um, one of them was Veronica Ruiz, of course. D Lynch is one of my good friends from playing football and semi-pro here in Las Vegas for you know multiple years, and um, started from that, and it's now chaptered out, and now we're just chaptering out to different parts of the world, not just the U.S. We're focused on other places too, and these presidents can do great things in their cities or their countries.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
And that's
The
where we're
Raider
at.
Nation, man, is worldwide, dude. And for the SBA to be growing out like that, dude, or growing, worldwide, that's awesome, dude. And it's yeah, it's all about remembering your father's legacy, creating your own legacy. So I'm, like I said, congratulations, man. But talk about the criteria for opening an SBA chapter.
Well, you got to be, somewhat known in this small business away from the game, and you got to be doing. I go after humanitarians mostly, people that have been doing stuff out there in the Raider Nation for people for a while, and you don't have to be a super fan, you don't have to dress up, you don't have to be anything like that. It's just people that are out there doing good things already, and have them combine forces, kind of like Justice League, type of thing. And we all are already together, doing great things, and why don't we just put it together? And we started this whole thing in 2013. So I mean, we've been around doing great things out there in different communities for a while. I just wanted to, branch out so we could hit more of the masses, around the world, instead of just, in Oakland or, Las Vegas, just because I'm in those places mostly.
Well, how many chapters do you have now?
Whew, we are up to about, I would say, somewhere around 30, 31. I was counting yesterday, and I didn't realize the number was that high, but um, I've been very careful about the people that I've chose to take over, because it's ultimately is like I said, they understand when they come on. I have let them know this is about my father first of all. We wouldn't be here. If my father's given me any platform, this was the best thing I can think of to use that, quote unquote power. I don't like to call it power, but it's a position I was to be in, and now I'm trying to use it for good things, and that's what I'm doing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about, dude. Is building the platform for good thing, good people to come on and talk about doing good things, because that's how you pay it forward,
Right.
And yeah, dude, just keep going with what you're doing, doing a charity,
Yeah.
making sure that you're recruiting people that are charity driven, aware of why it's important to, protect the SBA legacy, your father's legacy, because he did a lot of charity work, right? I think you just said that, right?
Yeah, my dad, that was like
Yeah.
one of his favorite things to do. So, and it was one of the reasons why I looked up to him. Like, it was, it's like it's an honor to be around him while he's doing it. But I'm his son, and it was like, you know, um, ultimately, a little go around me too at times, and it was like, why are these people talking to me? What the heck is going on? At times, but I took that on and embraced it, and listen to them talk about my father and his work that he may have did for like a kid that going off to school, or just all kind of different reasons, man. It's full circle, feels great.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. You know, dude, I love that, dude. That you are Doctor Death's son. You know, because that's always a real connection to the Raider team, the Raider legacy, the Raider mythos. You know, so that's a
Right.
real connection, dude. But that you are able to, like, like you're saying, dude, carry on his legacy, and create your own, dude, and branch out, man, and inspire other people to start chapters of their own, and that's awesome, dude. And just like
And
you
the
said,
thing of it is, I'll make this clear too. When it comes to the SBA, I mean, I founded it, and it's my baby ultimately. But I don't make any decisions without my presidents. We all come together for things, and we don't do anything within the group without a majority decision being made. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's not just my group. This is our group. Once I call this man or woman president, and we have men and women presidents, I have, you know, people's sex doesn't matter to me. I think about, or, gender, how, whatever you want to call it. I'm just in this for the game of helping people. So if it's male, female, you want to contact me and you want to come on and do some great things, I am here to bring on people that are, great people trying to do great things for others. So especially at a time like this, it's crazy that it happened right now, you know.
yeah. People are looking for groups or a part of something to be, or be a part of something. People are looking for that, man. That's why the Raider Nation is thriving, dude, because we're all a part of the Raider Nation. And so
Right.
just
And
keep
that's what I'm
fucking
trying to bring
reach out.
together. Like, um, I have I have presidents that have been presidents of other groups, and they're presidents right now of their own chapters. I have a founder that signed on with us yesterday, and he's just going to be taking care of his particular city, and that's Sixon from the South Side Raider Nation. He's doing his thing, same as I am, chaptering out and doing things like that. But he decided to come on with us and just run Chicago just yesterday. So that's what I'm saying. I don't. This is this group is called the Silver and Black Alliance. Alliance for togetherness. And that's what I'm trying to build as one nation. That's all. I'm proud out here on some fake stuff. I practice what I preach, and that everybody talks that one nation stuff. Well, I'm gonna show you how to do it. We are gonna show you how to do it.
Yeah, well, okay, so there are different types of groups, right, within the Raider Nation. There's the fan clubs, the booster clubs, the watch groups.
Right.
I
I
don't
love
think,
them all, man.
well, you're not really a booster club, though, right?
No, we're a fans help group. We're more a humanitarians fan club help group. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's not to where we're a booster club and affiliated to the Raiders. And this is its own thing.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
always silver and
there is
black.
an affiliation to the Raiders. That's what I like about it, and it's through your father, dude. That's what's
Right.
cool, So there
This is
is an
something that we're
affiliation.
doing on our own. Yeah. So I mean, we're always gonna be Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I bleed silver and black. But that's why I said this group has no restrictions of any kind on us. I decide with my presidents what we're going to do and what we're going to take on and what we're not. And one thing we're not going to do is turn away other people just because they are in a separate booster club or any of that. I love all of the, just so make it clear, I love all of y'all out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a booster club, a fans club, whatever. Everybody's out there doing some great things. And I got a lot of friends out there that run these clubs and booster clubs. And I'm not here to take from or conquer, divide. I'm here to bring unity. They're welcome to come on. It's an alliance of every group out there. It's that's what we building. We're working together. Especially right now. It's network time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
Well, hey, well,
use each other's
even though
resources and
we're
things.
kind of quarantined, we are quarantined, and we're all just kind of hanging out, through social media. Describe,
Mhm.
when things get back to normal, a typical SBA get together.
Oh man, if everything goes right, I'm hoping I don't have to call it off. Um, a typical SBA get together is more like that mom and pops get together when your mom and daddy was back together, you know what I mean? And when they was together type stuff, you know what I mean? And we had them block
Back when I was
parties
happy.
and yeah, man, we had them block parties and everybody brought something. It was a potluck. It was, you know, like this thing I was planning on having in Humboldt County, you know, it's a camping trip basically, but we would do it rated out like any other event where we have performances, but this one is different. It's in the country, and we would have petting, a little zoo for the kids, and like I do things like bobbing for apples and prizes. You know, I love kids and stuff, and you know, I try to make every event we have kid friendly, and like I said, like that old school barbecue your mom and pops used to take you to, the block party event, those kind of things. That's what I like to do. You know,
Well, yeah, that makes sense that you love kids. I mean, you're a father. Hell yeah, brother. I understand that.
yeah,
So I love how that transfers over. Not just your love for your children, but to the other children, man. That's cool, dude.
yeah, most definitely, man. Just like I got love for you guys out there, you know what I mean, listening. You know what I mean? It's this thing this thing we dealing right now with is something really unexpected, and life is already hard enough. So I mean, I got people that don't like me out there. I don't like some people, but I'm trying not to pay attention to all that. I try to make sure coming together, and we on here, you know, earth still, you know, it's people dying off. You know, we got to be here for a higher reason, and that's why right now the push for the SBA is so hard. It's not because, like I said, I want to take over, and it's about me, and I'm, you know, got this Hitler Napoleon thing going on inside of me. I got more of the Cesar Chavez, you know, righteous feeling. I'm trying to put people to work. I'm trying to make sure we got things in our families and our friends is out here providing for each other and looking out for one another, you know, like spreading the word, you know what I mean? And if somebody really needs until we come up out of this whole thing, we gonna be here for each other. At least I know the SBA is like we deep, man, and we family over here. It's strong. And it's not going nowhere, bro. You
Hey,
know.
dude, it doesn't look like it, man. Like I said, y'all are growing fast, man. You're pulling in some good people, dude. So it looks
hmm
like y'all are here to stay for sure. So, I mean, with that being said, what are the plans for SBA in the near future?
Well, what we do is like we choose a couple of people to help out a couple or organizations or different things, schools, cancer patients. There's different things we just put into which my presidents bring to my attention throughout the year. And then there's one event or people or organization we help that's big a year too, through all of our chapters. You know, we get together. And so we're going to do a lot of little charity things here and there. And that's until we come out of this whole thing. You know, hopefully we can get this thing under control, and that orange guy figures it out. You know what I mean? And those big guys, these scientists and everybody else figures this whole thing out, so we can get back. And then we will get together and have these get-togethers and have fun. You know, take these pictures, smile with each other. You know, these things. I'm looking forward to those things. I'm not thinking about um, anything negative, and I hope everybody else is like focusing in on positive things right now, especially those with kids. You know, we got to be creative and think of ways to make these kids understand what they're going through, and um, be happy you're getting to spend time with them, enjoy this time, but at the same
Amen.
time be aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
Do your research, you know be smart about this whole thing. And you know everybody's repeating themselves about washing their hands and this and that, and do the proper things to take care of yourself and your neighbor. That's what I say.
But
you
yeah,
know
dude, I mean, it's cool that you said that, right? I mean, that's a nice little segue into what I want to get into next. You're talking about
hmm
making people happy, you still staying in, but entertaining people. And, you got wrapped up in a dance contest with some of my earlier guests, Big Bad Wolf and Ironman. So,
right,
dude, I
right.
mean, Yeah,
Those are some
that's
great
exactly
guys,
what you're
man.
doing. You're bringing joy and happiness to people that are just like lost, stuck in the house,
I
going
think
crazy. You know.
right. I think if anybody, nobody ever would think I would even do that. For one, anybody that knows me, they probably like shocked. Like I know my mom is gonna be like, "What the you know what I mean?" My kids was in shock, and everybody was in shock that I even decided to do it. But I was like, all right, let's have some fun with it then. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go grab some stuff I got around the crib and just throw it together. And I got Raider stuff all around here. I just threw some stuff on and boom. And had some fun with it, man. Told my son to DJ. He did a great job. You know what I mean? We went over it one time. It was one take. You know what I mean? I said, that's all everybody getting. I'm not doing this again. You know what I mean?
That was one take. Damn, bro.
That
There
was
you
it,
go.
yo. I swear.
I
One
did two
take.
takes on my guitar song, dude. I had to take two takes on
You,
that one.
man, you ripped that, though. I put my little comment up there, man. You know what I'm saying? I rarely comment on, people's stuff. I'm a kind of scroller. You know what I mean? But I had to tell you something, man. That was great, man. I wish I had that gift. You know what I'm saying? I play a little riffs here and there, but you know what I'm saying? But I wish I could actually play like that. You know what
Man,
I'm
it
saying? You
took
were
me a
actually ripping
long
that.
time to put that song together, dude. There's a video out there. It's the Autumn Wind. Like, it's something I can't remember. It's like a lesson. This kid on the piano, man.
Yeah.
He figured out a bunch of like arena songs and shit, and he figured that out, dude. And I took note for note. He said A, B, C, D, and I did all that, dude. Then I transcribed. Man, I understood my octaves and things like that, so I was able to transcribe it, man. But it was tough, man. But
Well, you ripped it, dog. I mean, that's a gift, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like an artist or anything else. You kind of gifted with. You might not know you born with it. You develop it or whatever. Like this thing I'm doing with the SBA. This isn't something I thought I'd be doing, but we all gifted with something, you know what I'm saying? So
well, hey,
you
look,
just got to
you
share.
said
You got to share with the nation. I didn't know you could play like that. I'm sure a bunch of other people didn't know.
well, I tried doing it. Yeah, I was glad to put that out there because some people that didn't know who I was back then when I was playing it, but I was doing it for my pregame show. Like right now, I'm doing Monday
Yeah,
nights live in the off season, right, to kind of fill in for the Monday night game, right. So what I like to do a pregame show, but what I was doing then was I was opening up playing that song, because that was like a little roll call type song, get
right.
everybody inspired. And so I'll go
But
back to playing that.
somebody I nominated was like, I can't dance. I said, man, but you could play the guitar. And I kind of got the idea from you. So you
Yeah, but
inspiring
hey,
other
but no,
people.
that was you in the get up, right? That was because I mean you had your football pants on and everything. Those were, back from your playing days, right? So like, you said you didn't expect, or you did expect, but it's SBA is where it is now, dude, and so you got to go with
Yeah,
it,
man.
right? But are you gonna
Nobody would
continue
expect
with
me
the
to do
super
something
fan
like
scene, dude? Because you were
dance
like
or put
people.
a costume on or dance on camera. Nobody would ever expect me to do
Yeah,
that.
well, are
But
you
you
gonna
know
keep
what?
going to put the costume on? You gonna be Alonzo
My
Skip
kids got a
Thomas?
yeah.
In costume.
My son's got a crack out of it. You know what I'm saying? My daughters are here. They laughing at it. So it's like, man, that's why I did it. So I know somebody else out there. I made them laugh or wow, Zoe really did that and laughed about it or frowned upon it. Whatever they felt, man, I gave them that today. So who cares, man?
Well, yeah, I just
You
hope
know
you
what I
keep
mean?
wearing the outfit though, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have fun with life. Let's have fun joining up. Everybody SBA to me. I don't care what they say. You know what I'm saying? They might be with another clique, whatever. Oh, it's life for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, brother. Hey, life is good right now, right? It's growing, dude. You're bringing in
Life
good
is what we
people.
make it.
Oh, y'all will, man. Y'all
Yeah.
will, dude. And
We
since I've been doing this, dude, like I've been a
SBA is
Raider
making
fan since
moves.
1990, right? But I didn't understand the Raider Nation like I do now, and I'm still learning every day, dude. But from in my mind, there's the Black Hole, there's KOS, there's SBA, there's those groups. The Texas Raider Nation is big too.
Yeah, man.
So
And I'm
it's
proud of
good
all
to
of
be
those
there.
groups, man. I'm proud of all of those groups, man, because they've all done some great things over time. You know what I'm saying? And I've watched it happen, man. I've been involved with this thing since I was a baby, you know what I'm saying? So I've watched, like, shoot, man, like Bad Boys of Barbecue. I mean, Kurt still has some hair and, you know what I mean, like different, you know what I mean, like different. And I watched, man, groups grow and this thing grow and from Oakland to LA and then back, you know what I'm saying? And um, being around all the guys my dad was teammates with, you know, is man, it doesn't stop, man. I learn something just like you every day still too.
Well, see, but that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying, though, dude. SBA is going to be just fine because you're there in Vegas with that Oakland flavor, dude. Understanding that heritage, that culture from Oakland, dude. You're there in Vegas now, dude.
yeah,
You're
most
gonna,
definitely.
yes, SBA is going to be able to survive, dude, because you're going to be able, like I've been telling other people, dude. You're going to be able to carry on that flavor and that tradition there. Because, like, you know, we all saw the Las Vegas Raiders fan video. You know, that was terrible, right? Like, Las Vegas, yes, you know, the Raiders are yours now, but at the same time, the Raider Nation's coming. And, you know, I've said it before, I was a supporter of the Vegas move, you know, but going to Oakland, dude, and then talking to all the Oaktown legends, man, you know, Oakland's
Right.
where it was at, dude. And, man, there's enough of you.
And
Cisco, New
you know,
Jersey, there's enough of you
I mean,
there, you
you know,
know.
it's my second home. You know, I got a couple of those second homes, but this really is like my second home. And um, part of shoot, almost half of my life I've been here too. So it's like it's home for me, you know. And I'm ecstatic they're coming here. I'm sad for my city, you know, in a lot of different ways, but I'm happy for Las Vegas. You know, they deserve
Yeah.
18 now if it's gonna be one,
Well, I mean, I'm happy for the
and better
Raiders,
team
right? You
for
know,
me.
the Raiders wanted that stadium. They couldn't get it in Oakland. I'm happy for the Raiders, you know. But like I said earlier, dude, I love the Raider Nation like I love the Raiders. You know, it's about even, you
Right.
know. So the Raider
But I'm gonna be
Nation
that old
started it
dude.
in Oakland, dude.
Go to
Listen,
the new
like
stadium in Vegas, and I'm gonna be
Wayne
that.
came on my channel, dude, and I was talking to him before I really knew, and I was like, "So what was the Raider Nation like in L.A.?" And he was like, "Well, the Raider Nation wasn't there per se at that point, you
Yeah,
know. We all know it really started in '95, you know. So you know, I mean, it's cool, dude. It's cool to see what's
I'm gonna be
happening,
that
dude.
old dude.
We'll be able to handle it, dude. We'll be able to handle that move.
Just I'm gonna still have my Oakland Raiders stuff on. You know what I mean, in the stadium. You know, I'm gonna be that old guy. You know, and in the corner with his Oakland Raiders stuff on.
Be praying to the west every time you pray to Mecca, right?
Yeah, but I'm still gonna let everybody know I got love for Vegas though, and I've been here and I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's where my family is. I
I
ain't
just
going
hope
nowhere,
our
but
players don't end up like Javon Walker over there. That's kind of, I am a little bit worried about that.
right.
You know?
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, man. But you know, Vegas deserved it. The Raiders deserved it. They got a new stadium,
Yeah.
new home. You know, it's a new start. We just gotta support it. You know, I don't understand anybody that like decided to jump, you know, ship just because they moved or it didn't pan out their way. You know, it's about the
Well,
team
that fake Doctor
and like
Death did that, dude. Man,
right.
dude, I'm gonna have to say, I probably shouldn't, you know, 'cause I know you're in a
Hmm.
position where I shouldn't. But hey, that dude, man, that's one of the guys you don't want to follow, man. You know, we all saw the video on, I think it was CBS or whatever, where Skull Lady, you know,
Yeah.
Gorilla Rilla, Violator, and Darth Vader, they all went on there, dude. Those are some hardcore fans, you know, and they're all going with it, you know. So yeah, you got
And
to
you know
stay
what
with it.
though? You know, and it's you know, we got some of those bad apples and that's okay with me, you know what I mean? He's done. All right, you know, no problem with me. You know, I'm just worried about people like Rilla and Violator and stuff. And we were here for him too, you know what I mean? He's gonna be coming out here. Violator will be out here, you know, and that's a great thing, man. You know, shoot. The you know, everybody came together, you know what I'm saying, to get Violator here. I mean, that just shows you what the nation is about. Like
And how important he is to the Raider Nation, you know.
I mean, who gets that? You know, somebody that's been in the game as long as Wayne has. You know, it's just he deserves it. and others deserve it. You know, I wish I could do more out there for people, ex-players, um, you know, fans that deserve to get to the stadium that won't be able to. You know, it's sad that, you know, people that are in the town and, you know, used to just being able to get there won't be able to. Like, I won't see all those faces all the time, you know, but it's gonna be a different vibe, different whole vibe. The vibe gonna be changed up. It'll never be Oakland, but I don't expect it to be. I expect it to be Vegas. I expect us to adapt and it to be Raiders first. So, city or not, we still got the logo. It's still silver and black. Nothing changes but the area they playing in for me. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was from the Bay to
It's
LA
nothing
to
but the
Las
area they're
Vegas, you
playing
know.
home games
You
in.
gotta
That's
go.
all. Yeah, I mean, what's the difference? They're just playing. That's it.
The only thing is though, like I said, dude, I want to see the Oakland flavor there, right? Because we talk about Wayne, Rilla, Mob Boss, Cisco, you, SBA, right? But like, who's gonna be the next bull on the road?
Yeah, it's here, man. Don't worry about that.
You know
It
what I
ain't going
mean?
nowhere. It'll never die off till like this whole generation dies off, and then it's still gonna be around after that because you got footage, you got history, you got,
Yeah.
you know, the book is already been written. You know what I'm saying? And it's just supposed to be, you know, the new chapter is Vegas, and that's it. The book was already written. We got rings. Now we need to come here, believe in the team. Hopefully they can this pretty new stadium gives them a, you know, this jump off that we need, this head start when we get on top of, you know, these first games and go from there, man, with momentum. And hopefully we can get into the playoffs and go from there, man. I want to get to the playoffs.
Man, please, football gods, please, man. Me too, bro.
Yeah. You know, first we got to, you know, we got a lot going on before we can get to sports, you know, but I really feel like, you know, this is a fresh new start for, you know, the Raiders in general.
Yeah. And the Raider Nation, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Man, thank you for coming on, dude. You know, I'm glad I was able to stall, you know, with Amy Zagalo, man. The girl came in and dropped some knowledge on everybody while we were waiting for you. So I'm glad you came on, man. Hey, the door's always open, dude. Hello? All right. Well, I guess he hung up. But you know where to find him. You know where to find Alonzo Skip Thomas. He's all over social media, man. So make sure you get there. Hey, SBA, they're growing. They're doing good things. You heard it here. He wants to be focused on charity. You know, he wants to, you know, protect and carry on his father's legacy, the real Dr. Death. So, you know, you can show SBA some support, dude. You'll find him anywhere on social media, man. Hey, thank you for all the guests, the Blitzers. Thank you to Raiderhead for the halftime show. Amy, thank you so much for showing up on short notice. I mean, you were supposed to come on at the 8:30 slot. You ended up at the 8:15 slot, and you killed it. You killed it. Make sure you subscribe to Take Aim with Zags. She's on YouTube. She's working on distributing her podcast throughout the podcasting apps, man. But you can find her on social media, Amy Zagalo. You can find her channel on YouTube, Take Aim with Zags. Man, she knows her shit. You all heard it. All right? You all heard it. Now, right, we got to leave like we always do with a message from the Violator. What message do you have for the Raider Nation here and now and into the future?
Pretty simple, brother. Raider Nation, I'm speaking to you as an ambassador. Always stay true, stay loyal, keep the beliefs, and keep the faith. We will return.